I've noticed that whenever a man decides that he does not want to date, have a serious long-term relationship, or even sleep with women, every woman has to have a problem with men not wanting to go back into a relationship. Guys, I'm dead serious. When I was starting my RP journey, I felt the need to express myself and tell people that I would never enter into another commitment ever again. And without fail, every single woman of all different ages would join up in arms and feel the need to lecture me on why I should want a relationship. Isn't that crazy? Some of these women would visibly start to get upset as if my life decision had any bearing on their lives, and I believe there was this one girl who literally stopped talking to me because I chose freedom instead of a woman. So I can only imagine modern women's disdain for men who decided to wash their hands clean of women in relationships. Now, I personally could care less if a guy wants nothing to do with a modern woman and decides, to hell with all that, it ain't worth it, and walks away. I would encourage him to do so if he really can't handle or want to deal with the BS of women because, let's be real, these women are on demon time in the West. With what I've seen modern women do to men, I've concluded that these XXs are evil and really hate men. I can't see it any other way, gents. I know many of you wish things were different, but when I see a woman try to get her ex-husband, with whom she had 4 kids, thrown in jail to see his downfall, what other conclusion can I draw? I don't see men trying to do half the things to women that I see them trying to do to men, so I can see where if a man decides never to interact with a woman intimately ever again, you can't blame him. I'm not saying that men are saints and women are the only ones out here doing dirt. But there is a reason for the old-time saying, hell hath no fury like a woman's scorn. When a woman is scorned, she will bring down you, herself, her family, and sometimes friends just to punish you and teach you a lesson. This is why I came to the conclusion that modern XXs are truly evil, and they don't care about men one bit. Now, is this all women? No, I don't want anyone to leave this video thinking I hate women, or you should hate women. I would never tell men to do that. When you understand how they are, you have to accept the reality of the situation and find a way to deal with women. Because I choose to take the risk when dealing with them to do all the nasty and debaucherous things in the bedroom I have on my mind, knowing that if she decides it's demon time, I'm screwed. Some men don't want to take the risk, and I get it, and I don't fault you because, in this time that we are in, modern XXs are evil and they will stop at nothing to see your destruction. And if you want to know what pushed me over the edge to accept this reality, when this video is over, go to a channel called Caleb Leverett and watch his most popular video, and you will see why I say that these women are on demon time. And I'll repeat this, I am not promoting hate or harm to women because I still don't hate them. So don't use this video as an excuse to start hating women or not wanting to be with them. Not all women are in that spirit, but in the West, most of them are, and I can't talk for the East, so I'll leave it to the comment section gang who actually live in the East or go to those countries frequently to tell you guys the reality of how the women over there are. Now that we set up the foundation of the conversation, let's discuss why modern women hate men who checked out of relationships. For you guys who aren't aware of what men who decided to walk away from relationships mean, this is my interpretation of it. Men who have fully checked out simply mean that he is done with dating and relationships on an individual level. He is not trying to get anywhere near a relationship, so he spends the rest of his life living for himself and prioritizing everything in life but modern women. There is no group, ideology, philosophy, outside influence, or anything. He has decided for himself that he's done with the relationship aspect of life, and that's it. So that is what I get when a man decides to go on his own path. Now my view on this is, if you can see yourself never going between another woman's legs, then go for it. But if you know deep within your core that you aren't built different, then the best option is to live the free agent lifestyle so you can bust that nasty nut and bust gallons of it all over these women's faces and down their gullets. Because there is no one-size-fits-all approach to life. What might work for men who decide to completely walk away might not work for another man, so find that healthy balance. That's what I believe in. And that is why I chose to live the free agent lifestyle, because I can't see myself never having bedroom fun with another woman. I'm not that strong, but as I said, if you choose to never do it again and you can actually do it, then more power to you, brother. So why do women hate men that decide to completely walk away? Well, look at it at face value. Women need men far more than men need women. So when they spend their prime getting blacked and riding the CC in these streets with men and other women, when playtime is over, they're gonna want a man to take care of them. Obviously, only a fool would take that deal, but if you remove yourself from being a possible option for her, then that's one less man that she gets to choose from. Now, imagine a world where more and more men stop entering relationships. Who is going to be there to take care of women? Do you guys understand why most modern women hate the idea of a man not wanting to be with them? Because here's the deal, at least she can get something from a man that still wants to rearrange her guts. She can get money, energy, attention, and time from a man that wants her. But with men who aren't doing that, women literally won't have anything to gain from men. Then compound that, and let's say 40% of all men on Earth decide no more, I'm done. It would be over for women in society as we know it. Sex is what is used to make this world go round. If it wasn't for men wanting bedroom fun, we wouldn't have built the civilization we have right now. So if men decided that bedroom fun is no longer worth it, then why would we need to continue building this world and supporting women? Do you see what I mean? This is why this topic will never get backed in society and by governments, because it is a direct threat to the system. And that's why I rarely ever cover it on this channel. The New World Order wants men to just continue supporting women and sacrificing themselves for society while losing over and over and over again. And if you end up on the streets and croak, they will step right over your cold carcass and not give a single F. This is surface level thinking. But this is the main reason why when a man decides to live his life for himself, you are seen by the system and women as a threat. Men who choose to check out are like a virus that seeps into the system of a computer, and the more men you infect with your belief, and then they also decide to walk away, the more problematic you'll become to the system and women. The system will lose a man they could have extracted resources from in the form of a divorce, child support, alimony, dating, and giving women money to spend and put back into the economy. Do you understand how dangerous it is when a man checks out of the system? So why would any sensible women support men who are completely done with them on God's green earth? Forget about women wanting to dominate men and all of that, because that all becomes irrelevant when men en masse decide to focus on themselves and never go back between their legs. Women can't dominate you guys if you don't care about them, their issues, their politics, and so on. Because I want you to remember who actually gives power to women, it's not other women. Men are the ones who give power to women. So if the world elites were to decide to leave women alone, then not even one agenda would be pushed in their favor. They wouldn't have any rights, preferential treatment, or privilege in today's society. Not a goddamn thing. If you look deeper and think about humanity's fate, what would happen if just 40% of men on the planet decide to stop busting gallons into women and make babies? Oh, it's game over for humanity. We already have a problem getting men who are having bedroom fun with women to knock them up worldwide. So if 4 out of 10 men never have bedroom fun with another woman, we would most certainly go extinct as a species after some time has passed. So again, I ask you, why wouldn't women hate men who refuse to sleep or have anything to do with them? It's not rocket science, gents. Although we celebrate women deleting babies in America, which I won't get into, many of them would choose to keep their babies if they weren't allowing bums to knock them up. Because if all men were rich and could take care of the women and children with ease, then we would see child deletion be erased overnight. So don't think that women don't want kids. They do, but because most of them can't choose good men to procreate with, and they drank the womanist Kool-Aid. That's why they are empowered to be terminating babies. But when you take that out of the equation completely, and women have zero chance of having kids if all men checked out, you blame women for hating you guys. Although they are selfish, and if you give them a kid, they can use the system to take your money, some still want to become a mother. So a man that decides to never give her that chance will be seen as a threat. She will not go for that, nor will she support that. And you guys may not fully comprehend how important you are to the world because society downplays men, but without you guys sacrificing yourself and towing the line, the system crashes and falls apart. That is why this influx of men leaving the system one by one is not supported, and the more men that talk about this, eventually they will be deplatformed and their channels taken down by YouTube. They cannot afford to have men not being slaves and not giving their money to women. So understand that this is bigger than gender wars and all that other BS. If men are not towing the line and instead are bucking the system, then the elites will hate you and women will hate you, and that's the bottom line. So I could go deeper down the rabbit hole and cover other known issues like other YouTubers, but none of that matters when men decide to walk away. Don't expect me to cover these topics regularly because you aren't aware, but most of the videos we make on this topic get demonetized and earn pennies on the dollar. Also, we risk our channel getting taken down like many others before us, so it wouldn't make sense to cover it on a regular basis, but expect a video or two every now and then. And do not write out the acronym for men who went on their own path. Find a creative way to write it in the comment section so we don't upset the almighty YouTube overlords. Tap the thumbs up button if you got a different perspective on how important men are, and if you're new, subscribe to the channel and leave a comment that you sub, and I will personally reply to your comment. Let me know in the comment section why you believe modern women hate men that checked out. Remember, gents, women don't benefit from you checking out of relationships, so that's why they'll hate you.